is what we do. Giggle on, it's gonna be great. Don't be late, let's celebrate. Science fiction on a screen so bright. Old classics and the new delights. The unapologetic geek will lead the way, with facts and fun to fill your day. Discussing every detail, every frame, from the eerie to the loud and the same. Giggle along with all that's great. Those Sunday vibes you can't debate. Tug along with the Sunday crew. Geeking out is what we do. Giggle on, it's gonna be great. Don't be late, let's celebrate.
Hi.
Greetings,
Hola.
loyal subjects.
Oh,
Bonjour.
the Burger King is here.
Oh, the king is here. Yes.
And the Daily Dan blog would like to recognize Burger King as its new sponsor. Thank you very much.
So you're BK on the air.
Oh no!
Name drop. Well, that killed the conversation.
All right, I got one too.
Oh,
I don't think BK
like,
likes
hey.
me too much.
I've got one out in the living room somewhere. It's on Darth Vader's head right now.
I ain't gonna tell you what that one was earlier.
I'm more of a Wendy's man. I'll be honest with you.
I love a Baconator, man. A Baconator is
Yeah,
that's my
Wendy's is
kryptonite.
awesome.
I could eat those all day.
or the pretzel pub burger.
Oh yeah, the new.
Well, here in the South, it's all Whataburger, man. Whataburger is where it's at. But anyway.
I've never actually even been to a Whataburger.
Oh my, you're missing out. That's all I gotta say.
Never
You're
been to
missing out.
Whataburger.
Oh,
Road trip.
I don't know where to
come
find
south.
one.
Eat a real burger. Just know
I'm
that
in
if you
Georgia,
like
where's
mayo
a
on your burger,
Whataburger?
they will not put it on there unless you ask.
Everyone knows it's
Yeah.
Indy. Boom, boom.
Yeah, Indy is here. Hello, Indy. Channel member, Indy's Boats. Let's see, Jess Carowin is here.
Justy.
Wim van der Straeten is here. And
Vim.
Gary Carpenter is back. Or I should have
He's
said
back.
Yep.
I'll be back.
And rest in peace, Sally Kirkland, of course.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah.
I just heard that this morning.
Yeah.
I should know who that is. The name is so familiar. What?
Whoa, that killed the conversation. Indy, quick, best known for. I've seen her in stuff. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Yeah, I recognized her, but I couldn't. I think she's in this thing. Something
Nothing?
else.
No, there's no women in the thing.
No, not the thing. The Sting.
Okay, this can't
Oh,
be
yes,
right.
she was in the Sting. Very good, very good. John Carpenter's The Sting.
The Sting.
Da-da-da-da-da.
About a giant scorpion. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Talk about remakes that aren't as good as the original, and I'll die on that hill.
Yes. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. So yeah, we're talking about remakes again. Oh, Mike Harper is here. Hello, Mike Harper. And let's see, Roger Blair, 6778.
Mike, Raj,
Yep.
Mike.
She was in The Haunted.
She was in the goddamn Bruce Almighty.
She was in Bruce Almighty.
What was she? His mother?
I don't remember. I haven't seen that movie in so
I
long.
just googled it. That's what it said.
Okay, while we're on the subject of that, though, who else picked up the fact that it's sort of a reversed Faust?
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I wasn't the only person who saw that. No one ever mentions it. Whenever you talk about that movie, it's like, oh, great, yeah. It's like, it's Faust. It's
Just inverted. Yeah.
reversed. Like
Honestly,
Jaws
Morgan
is
Freeman
Moby
is
Dick.
the one actor who could play both God and the devil, and I'd be fine with it because it's Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
Also,
In certain
George
religions,
Burns.
you could play both.
Oh yeah, George Burns, of course, has done it. Yeah.
Yes,
Oh God,
that's
you
why-
devil.
I would say that Bill Cosby pulled off playing the devil once really good.
Bill Cosby is the
That'd be
devil.
Yeah,
twice.
exactly.
That'd be
Ooh.
twice.
Ooh. Can
That
you
was
believe
funny. I
they're
don't
doing
care
a
what-
reboot of a different world? Who
That's
has the
weird.
audacity
Why would you?
to put money in that man's pocket? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
why?
boycott
Why?
the entire network. Fascists. You can't use that word anymore. It's been politicized. Cossacks. I've been
Fascist
trying
has
to
been
remember to use Cossack. It's a little more colorful. Cossacks. Although technically it's Kozak. All the Ukrainians say I say it wrong.
Well, that's just because they're Cossacks.
Oh my God! When you say that Cossack, the only thing I can think of is Telly Savalas on a train acting Russian.
Oh yeah, I get
I
you.
don't know where that comes from, but that's
Well,
what
because he was a Cossack.
Yeah.
he popped in my mind, man. He's boneheaded,
Also-
he's on a train, and he's a bad Cossack.
Walter Koenig, when he was mad at someone, he would call them Cossack when he was playing Chekhov. If you're going to see
Yep.
my terrible
He
Russian
did it a
accent
couple
there.
times. That was awful. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
man,
it was
that's
really,
a monster
really
in that
bad.
movie too. It's coming back to
You
me.
need to work on it.
My German accent's a little better, but I got to be in the mood.
Of course, got to be in a German mood. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, we're going to talk about remakes again. And this time, again, it's going to be remakes that are either better than the original or at least as good as the original, in our opinion. I'm sure all five of us will completely agree on each of these options.
Of course.
Yes. And actually, I'm going to start with one that I was talking to Danny about it behind the scenes before we started. Whether or not you qualify it as a remake depends on whether or not you think a spoof is a remake, because it's definitely a spoof, and I think it's a remake because it's basically the same plot. It has a lot of the same plot beats, but it is definitely not meant to be a serious remake, and that is Airplane as a remake of 0 Hour. Or Airport 77, or whatever. But I think it's mostly 0 Hour. It's basically a shot-for-shot remake of 0 Hour, which is a lot of jokes. And Airplane, I've seen 0 Hour once, and I don't really want to see it again. I've seen Airplane about 1 million times, and I could watch it again right now and be totally happy.
Mm-hmm. It's a great movie. Love that movie.
Endlessly quotable.
Yes.
And we got to give a shout out to the airport movie that actually come in between them. That was probably, to me, better than both of them. But I think Charlton Heston might have been in it.
Was Charlton Heston in Airport?
I'm not sure. I said he might.
He was in one of the airport movies. I can't remember which one. There was like
There's
7
so
of
many
them.
of them airport movies. They all kind of run together.
Yeah.
I think it was Airport 80, the one with the Concords. But again, I'm going back many years.
Yeah.
I've
It's
only
been a
seen
long
the first
time
couple.
since I've seen any airport movie besides Airplane, so I guess that's a big thumbs up.
I agree with you. In fact, one of the ones I have actually, it's not a direct reboot either, but I think you hit on something very, very vital here. Sometimes movies are just put in the wrong genre. It's like I think some things simply work better as a dark comedy as opposed to a straight drama or action movie or comedy or comedy is better as a comedy than a comedy. But you know what I'm saying? And there are a few films like that. So I think you're right. I think Airplane became iconic. And while 0 Hour did inspire the airport movies, it wasn't nearly as good as any of them. So I couldn't agree with you more.
Excellent.
Yeah. Excellent movie. I love that movie. So many lines.
And I quote it constantly.
And don't call me Shirley.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit amphetamines.
And every time somebody says start at the
Okay,
beginning,
I have
I
solved
have
it.
to go.
Just so you
First
know.
the dinosaurs came.
Just so you know, don't look at me cross-eyed again because it's Airport. It come out in 1975. It's the serious remake of 0 Hour, and yes, it stars Charlton Heston.
Yep. Apparently, Indy agrees with you, so it must be true.
You had me.
That sounded sarcastic, but I meant it. If Indy
Y'all
says
had
it's
me
true,
questioning myself again, so I had to check myself out.
I must confess, over the years, they've sort of blended together into one big saga.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think.
Surely you can't be serious.
and according to Vim, 0 Hour was itself a remake.
Was it? Huh.
Okay, I didn't know that. So it's a remake of a remake.
Of a remake of a remake.
Okay. There's a couple other people have walked in, so let me say hi to Slasher Fred.
Slash bread.
Okay, by a couple of people, I meant one person has come in.
They could be schizophrenic.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, very possible. I guess that means it's your turn, Dan. Unless
On
anybody
this
else has...
channel, it's downright likely.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I couldn't remember whether we talked about King Kong or not.
We did not talk about King Kong
Because
because there
that's on
are
my
no
list.
remakes of King Kong that are better than the original.
Not for everybody.
But we can
Some
talk
people-
about it.
We can talk
You know,
about
I have to
I do
agree. Like
love
I
the
said,
'70s version.
when it comes to the original horror movies, and I brought this up last time we had this conversation. I brought up Wolfman, Dracula, and Frankenstein as they're just so classic to me that it's hard to think of anything that could beat it. But they are remakes that might equal it at least for love. You know what I'm saying?
I get you. Yeah.
And when I bring up the King Kong series, once again, with you, the black and white original King Kong with the great special effects, Harryhausen and all that kind of stylish stuff. It's just so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's so dwelled into our mind and our
Iconic.
psyche that you can't beat it mentally because you think automatically, hey, that's the classic, that's the original. But they are stuff like, and I bring up the remakes, and I'm not going to talk about that stuff with Jack Black. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the other one with Jessica Lange, and then the really good attempt at a remake. I have to say, I like that one almost as much as I like the original. I give it equal footing, and it's a shot a lot better. It's in color. The special effects are a little bit more superior, but kind of the modern era. And you got Grodin, you got Jessica Lange, and you have to give that one at least equal footing, right?
I do like it, and I have done a video on it. I think it's a great movie. It's a great remake. Yeah. And the dude, of course.
Well, I
Yeah,
will be the
Jeff
one to bring
Bridges.
up the Peter Jackson remake of 5 because I think that it is, honestly, it's on my list, and I think it is better than the original.
Oh, blasphemy, boy.
I know that's very controversial. I think the original is wonderful in its own way. You know, they're almost, it's the same story when you watch the two movies. It's damn near the same friggin' like scene for scene, except for in the 05 Peter Jackson version, they stretched everything out twice as long because it is literally twice as long. It's 3 hours long. But
You have to give it. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I think
go ahead. You had something to say? What?
I just want to say you have to give it to Peter Jackson. He was really, really
Yeah.
trying. I mean,
Yes,
you
he
could
was.
tell he loved the
He
original. A lot
loves
of
King
times,
Kong.
yeah.
That was his favorite movie.
Ironically,
Mhm.
the Jack Black King Kong movie I sat through this week,
Mhm.
and as much as I didn't like the overuse of CGI, especially when that dinosaur rushes down the hill scene, it's just so fake and crap. But there is a couple of good points to that movie, and one of them was the lady that played Jane Darrow in it, the little starlet girl. I don't know her name, but I swear that is
Naomi
one great
Watts.
Yeah, Naomi Watts.
She nailed the
Great
part
actress.
so well, especially in
Yeah.
the beginning of the movie. She really nailed it, boy.
I
I
think,
love the I love the scene when she's being chased by the T-Rex
Mhm.
and she runs right to Kong and she just sort of looks like okay guys, yeah, bring it. It's like adorable. I don't know if she even planned to do it that way or not, but just that sort of look at her face, like it reminded me of the what's the Jet Li movie where it's in the Japanese school and the guys are hassling this really hot chick, and she runs behind the Chinese martial artist, and she's like, "Ide," because it's like,
And the new thing they put in the Jackson movie was the part where she does the vaudeville dance to entertain King
yeah.
Kong and stuff. I thought that was brilliant, and it's also the only time I've seen any vaudeville crap in a movie that actually worked.
Yeah, I
Because I've seen
think,
vaudeville crap in movies recently that does not work, brother.
yeah,
Go watch The Great Gatsby.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, Peter Jackson, I think he fell into the trap of if 5 is good, 10 is better.
Yeah.
I'll take the original and I'll just sort of do that squared, and it didn't quite work. But again, so many directors take something that's well loved and just do their own vision, and it's horrible. Again, I can't stress this enough. Peter Jackson really thought he was redoing it, but
and I love Jack Black, but I think he was the wrong actor for that role.
Yeah, I agree, but
I think if we had taken him out, and because he's really more, like Three Stooges kind of.
Yeah, he feels like stunt casting more than anything else.
Yeah, if they put somebody else in that role, I think the movie would have been 2 to 3 notches better. But it was. I still think it was a good movie. The effects, I mean, yes, they're CGI, and yes, you can tell it was 05 after all. But you also got to look at it in context of, well, the original special effects are horrible compared to today. But back then they were groundbreaking, just as in 05, the CGI in this was damn near groundbreaking.
But once again, let me say, I still think the acting in the other version from like the 70s version is like superior to the Jack Black version by 1,000 times.
I haven't seen that one in years, so it's been a very long time since I watched that one.
I think the acting is actually good in all 3 of them, honestly.
I think it is. It is good in all 3.
It's way better than anything in the Jack Black, like except for maybe the girl that played Aunt Darrow.
I'll say I wasn't a big fan of Carl Denham's character, the actor Robert Armstrong in the original. He was still good. He was better than casting Jack Black. But still, he was a little hammy at times, if you know what I mean.
Well, he was actually playing the part of the director, because he basically is a stand-in for the guy who made King Kong, and he acted and looked almost exactly like that.
Yeah.
So that's Carl Denham.
The problem I have with the old black and white movies, and I have this with all the old black and white movies, I'm going to really talk about this in a couple of my later choices for the old black and white versions, is how fake and stiff everybody acts on screen. Yeah. They're acting like they're robots or something, and they're all stiff and creeping along, and it looks so unnatural. And
because they had to hide the microphones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these microphones were like this, so they had to hide them. So people had to be like this, and I have to talk like this because I can talk into the microphone so they can get good sound. The early days of sound actually destroyed filmmaking because it straitjacketed what the directors could do. So you are correct; that was a big problem in the 30s.
Also, in the old studio system, they didn't really have time to prepare for their roles or rehearse. Basically, they had 3 days to make a movie, and. Yeah. Good luck getting a good performance out of somebody who's just read the script and now has to memorize it and has to do it in the next 3 days.
Yeah. And I bring you Night of the Living Dead, which is pretty close to that, and look how that come out.
Yeah. You know what part made me just crack up in the original King Kong was the ravine scene where the bodies fall off the log and hit the ground. It bounce. I'm sitting here just cracking up watching that. That was like, oh my god.
But I want to agree with Thrash where it comes to the modern remake, the one that Peter Jackson did. I think the problem was that Peter Jackson was a little too ambitious, a lot too ambitious. He was trying to remake everything about the original King Kong, including a lot of the discarded ideas. Like that vaudeville act was actually in the original idea. He even remade the spider pit scene famously
based on the notes.
Peter Jackson definitely proved that he is the world's biggest King Kong fan, and nobody can take that away from him. But the movie is so bloated. It's just it's too long. Too much.
It's too way long. Too much.
Yeah.
They extended every scene too far, if you ask me. Instead of 1 T-Rex, there's 3. And just every scene, it's like they drag it out the entire time. Like half the movie, they're on the island, or more than half the movie.
You see, and I think that was great, honestly. Yeah. I think people want to see a lot more of it, and it just brought more to the movie. And I think they should have extended it a little bit more, broke it in half, had 2 parts, one called King Kong Begins, and the other one King Kong Continues or something, and released it in 2 parts.
They could have done that.
That works so well with Dune.
Yeah.
Or maybe. But King Kong is actually something people might want to see.
Dune isn't something people want to see. I was psyched.
Okay, we're going to talk about Dune again in a minute, but it's definitely on my list.
We can talk about how disgusting the first one was, or how bad the second one was.
We'll get to it.
In King Kong, when there's a dinosaur stampede, and you start to nod off during it, It's gone on too long.
But
And,
to wrap
then
up
they
the
took
King
out
Kong
some of
thing,
the other dinosaurs
me-
that they had in the original that I wish they would have put back in, like the plesiosaur or whatever it was, and the
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the
Oh
or
yeah,
the
coming
bron-
up out of the water. Yeah.
yeah, or was that the brontosaurus? I can't remember, but
I don't remember off the top
Yeah.
of my head.
well, there was one
Yeah.
in the cave, and then there was one in the swamp. So I think
Yeah.
it was both.
yeah,
The one in
Okay,
the
yeah.
cave is actually from the sequel, Son of Kong, isn't it?
I can't
one-
remember now.
Yeah.
You're right. I'm
It-
sorry. I can't
yeah.
remember. You're right. You are. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Well, there was
it's the
the one in the
brontosaurus.
water, and it may have been just a brontosaurus in the water, but it may have been a plesiosaur. It's hard to tell. It's in
You really
black
just
and
see the
white.
head and the neck,
Yeah,
yeah.
head and the neck come out. Yeah, and then there's one on land that definitely was a brontosaurus, and it's like, why would you be trying to eat people? You're a vegetarian.
You know,
Unless you're
to
just
wrap
mad.
up real quick, to wrap up my final thoughts on the King Kong
Mm.
thing, I will say that I think the 70s version with Jessica Lange, and by the way, she is the best one in that role. Jessica Lange rules. And I think it's just as good, if not slightly better than the original. I'm not a big lover of the Jack Black one, but for many reasons.
Well,
Mainly
I'm not
Jack.
saying it's better than the original. I'm just saying that it's good, but it is too long.
I respect it for its filmmaking, but
Yeah.
You see, they messed it up for me when they put that slack-jawed guy from Aliens in there. What's his name? Brody or something.
Adrian Brody was never in
Hey, I
it.
cannot stand this guy, man. Any movie he's in makes me want to throw up.
I like Adrian Brody.
I liked him. He was good in that role in that movie. I mean, he's
He's more
the
likable
writer.
than the guy who played him in the
No matter what
1933.
movie he's in, he's a whiny little turd.
Okay,
Okay.
That
Moving
narrows it
on.
down.
but we didn't mention the greatest King Kong movie of all time, and that is indisputably the 1960s version, King Kong Escapes.
I like that movie.
It's a great
I
movie.
don't think I've seen
I
that
like
one.
that movie.
It's the Toho movie. It
Oh.
has Mecha Kong in it. Or
And
Mechanic
Oh,
Doctor
then
Kong.
I
Who.
have seen that movie. Okay, yeah, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I watched that.
Now,
great.
as much as I like the Toho
It's one of the greatest
stuff,
movies ever made.
I don't think nothing Toho ever done comes close to the original King Kong or any of the American-made movies.
Supper.
Hmm.
Yeah.
No, I can't agree with you there. Sorry.
Except maybe the original Godzilla that might be there, but the rest of them, man, where they make Godzilla silly and he blows smoke and flies and does karate and stuff, man, come on.
All right, somebody needs to put a gag on Danny so we can continue.
Oh, am I up?
Yeah, that means it's you.
Thank you. Oh, and one thing I do want to say, Graham mentioned Frankenstein Unbound, the Roger Corman sleeper hit,
Yes.
and of course, that's actually based on the book by the same name by Brian Wilson Aldiss. And as some of you may know, I do know one or two things about the sci-fi legend Brian Wilson Aldiss. OBE. And yeah, it was a reimagination of Frankenstein, but you really can't call it a remake, I'm afraid. But it's a good pick. And someday I'll tell you again about the story behind Dracula Unbound. But moving forward, I'm going to pick one which I can't believe wasn't already on my list, but I'm going to say it now. It's based on one of my favorite non-science fiction books of all time, All Quiet on the Western Front. I absolutely adore the 1930s version. It's very, very, very well made. But the 1979, 1980 ITV version, made for, I want to say for British television, starring Richard Thomas, is absolutely outstanding, with Ernest Borgnine playing Cat. I guess there was a German miniseries based on it, which I heard was outstanding. I haven't seen it. If anyone has, please let me know. But I'm going to go with All Quiet on the Western Front.
You know, that was the number one pick on my list to talk about this week. That was
Really?
the next one I was going to bring up.
Nice.
And you did. You practically took the words right out of my mouth, brother. That's what I was going to say.
Thank you.
Because I actually this week watched both them movies, and the original is so stiff and so hard and so Gary Cooper.
So
That-
Gary.
That the remake is just smooth and well acted and in color and just 1,000 times better than the original.
Oh, movies, music, music, movies, and more with Brian is here.
Brian, what's going on, man? Good to see you.
Oh, and one
And
more
Grogu.
thing real quick. There's a really, really horrible, crappy 2022 version of that movie too. you shouldn't, that nobody should watch.
Is that the German version?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I heard about it. I've never
I
seen
watched
it.
a review of it, and everybody was criticizing it horribly.
I don't know. Never saw it. I
I'm
mean, I've
gonna watch
seen
it,
All
though.
Quiet on the Western Front. I just
I'm
not
going to watch it because I'm doing the All Quiet on the Western Front thing.
So are you talking about the 1979 version?
Yeah.
Or the okay.
Yes,
is
with
excellent.
Richard Thomas.
Well, with John Boy
Yeah.
Waldron in it
Okay.
right
John Boy
now.
Walton.
Yeah.
And Ernest Borgnine
I
and Ian Holm as
Ian
the
Holm,
training
yeah.
officer.
think I've seen that, but it's been a long
I remember
time.
when I was really
Outstanding.
young, and we were. This is funny because I remember
have
we
seen
were
that.
really young, and we was watching
Yeah.
the Waltons, and we all got sad that John Boy went off to war, and then we was all shocked to see he was fighting for the Germans. Because the All Quiet on the Western Front come out, and there he
No,
was. And
that's why I was laughing. I got the joke.
Yeah, we get it. I love you, Danny. You're awesome.
Nobody liked it. That's what Milton Berle used to do.
No. Yeah, I have not seen the newest version of that, the 2022 version, but I've seen 1979 years ago. That's a good movie. I've never seen the original from, what, 1930?
32,
Something.
something like that. We'll cut 30-ish.
Google
He
says
did.
1930, but I could be wrong there.
It could be. I got
Yeah.
my facts wrong.
It is 1930 exactly.
Yeah, 1930. So it's
I've
about World
seen
War One.
1930 version maybe once a long time ago. But when I think of All Quiet on the Western Front, I think of the 79 version. Like that in my head canon, that is All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah.
I've never read the book, so that's all I've got.
I've read it like 6 times. It's one of those books where every time I read it, I pick up something I didn't pick up before.
So you're saying it's worth a
a
watch or worth a read?
I think
Most definitely.
the biggest shocker comes to these young people when they realize it's not about Nazis, it's about the First World War.
Yeah,
No,
first-
it really throws people
Right,
off.
right, Damien?
Yep.
Particularly when they switch
It's a
from
prequel to the Nazis.
Yes.
Well, they switch to the Stahlhelm helmets because in the first part of the war they have the one with the iron spike on the top, but they switch about halfway through the war. So if you come in late, you're like, oh no, it's World War II. No, it's still World War One.
I always wondered why the heck they had those on there. You're supposed to like run at people with your helmet and like stick them.
Honestly,
So you pull it off and beat them with it. What do you? I mean,
they were miners' helmets at first, and they had
Yeah.
a little lamp on the top,
yeah.
and that didn't really work for trench
Oh.
warfare. But they thought the iron spike was more intimidating, like the old Turkish cavalry helmet.
I thought maybe it was just a phallic symbol or something. They're like, ours is
Well,
bigger than
yeah.
yours. You know.
Yeah.
It can have more than one purpose.
And on
Much
that,
like the
helmets.
actual thing.
and on that subject, Damien, you should really watch my new lamp video.
And Brogu, Godzilla versus Hedorah. One day I will make a video on that
Let me
acid
get this
trip of a
perfectly
movie.
clear, boy. I love all the Godzilla movies. I love it, all of them except for the one with that little Godzuki blowing them smoke rings.
No, I completely agree with you. I was just giving you a hard time earlier, Danny. Don't worry.
But some of them are downright silly with some stuff they do in them. Downright silly.
I saw Hedorah I was like 7, and they did a matinee kids release, and my mother took me to see it on my like 7th birthday, and the movie is like disturbing when you're a child.
I can imagine. It has animated bits with skulls and dead things and and people with fish heads for some reason.
Well, the guy's on hallucinogenics.
Yeah, I know. It's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
I love that
But
movie.
it was years before I figured that out. As you said, I thought it was just being surreal,
Yeah.
like in Vegas, the movie about Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Fear and Loathing in
Yeah.
Las Vegas. Yeah.
Love
great.
that movie.
I love that movie.
That's
That
a
and
fantastic movie.
Where the Buffalo Roams.
Where Buffalo
Buffalo
Roam with Bill
Roam's
Murray.
Yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
better, but I
Well,
like
wouldn't
it.
I still say Johnny Depp's portrayal
Yes.
is more convincing than Bill Murray's.
Yes.
It's pretty much pitch
Far
perfect.
more convincing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He is right.
He
He's
is-
on it.
he Hunter Thompson.
Portrayal,
Yeah.
but
Bill Murray did a competent job, but
Yeah.
Johnny Depp became Hunter S.
Yeah.
Thompson.
Yeah. Johnny Depp, yeah, he definitely became Hunter S. Thompson, whereas Bill Murray was Bill Murray playing Hunter S. Thompson. So just the difference.
Yeah, Johnny Depp actually like spent time with him.
Yeah, I was
Like,
gonna
Yeah.
say.
lived with him for like 6 months or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's like to prepare, it was like several months or something like that. Yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
living with Hunter S. Thompson for more than a day.
On the edge of the desert. And the drugs began to take hold.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
All part of the West End Front for some
Yeah,
reason.
somehow this became about drugs and, anyway.
Our tangent had a tangent.
Yes.
So Shane, what do you got?
Shane.
I'm gonna go with Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Not the Disney one. The Guillermo del
The
Toro
Guillermo del
one.
Toro one is
That's
really
good.
Yeah.
That movie bites hard. Like it eats. The movie's dark,
Mm-hmm.
sick. It's not for kids. Okay, that's not for kids. He made that for us, our generation. But it was like shortly after watching that one, tried to watch the Disney one, and it's just like as soon as the Blue Fairy showed up, it was like, nope. And just what Guillermo did, that stop motion.
Yep.
Oh, it was great. Yeah.
I saw it recently. I saw it like, I think it was about 8 months ago was when I first saw it. And yeah, it is. It's so much darker than the Disney version. It's kind of like you take the Disney version, you take that scene where he turns into a donkey, that scene, which was disturbing as a kid. And imagine like the whole movie is 10 times more disturbing than that scene. And you've got Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. It's fantastic. I think Guillermo del Toro should do more movies like that, for sure. I haven't seen his Frankenstein yet, so I can't speak to that. But his Pinocchio was really, really good.
Now, I wouldn't be me if I didn't bring up the other remake of this movie called the Erotic Adventures of Pinocchio from 1971, which I think is far more superior to all the Pinocchio movies, especially when he tells lies.
Come on, lie
harder.
Tell another lie, Pinocchio. Tell another lie, Pinocchio is the best line from a porn ever existed.
No, I haven't seen that. I was just making that up. Yeah.
I missed that one.
Once again, that's the Erotic Adventures of Pinocchio from 1971. Google it. It's real.
Now, there are a ton of different versions of Pinocchio. There's like a million of them. But I do think the Guillermo del Toro version is probably the most memorable for me. It really sticks with you. It kind of like gets under your skin and just stays there. There's something about it, and I can't even really put my finger on it.
I'm really shitting myself that I haven't seen it.
It's pretty recent. I think he only made it a couple of years ago, and it was just a Netflix thing. But there's a Criterion release already that tells you, the kind of quality it is.
Well, I love Del Toro.
Yeah,
the projects he actually finishes.
Yeah, when he actually does what he's supposed to do. Yeah.
I'm not even. Should I even bring up that creepy part in the original Pinocchio where they're all sitting around the table and that one character is telling another character about the island where they take all the kids to?
Yeah. And like Carowin says, the original story is actually pretty dark. If you,
beyond dark.
As most fairy tales and whatnot are pretty dark.
Yeah, they were grim, and not just because of grim. Yeah.
And so I wonder when he's going to get around to making a movie about the United States. Ooh. Oh. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I do got to watch his Frankenstein, though. But it's only been out like a week, so.
Oh, God. From what I've seen, man, you might not want to do that, brother.
I'm going to do it anyway. I don't care what people say. If it's terrible, I'll tell you. Like, I don't like Shape
but
of Water.
I got a feeling it's going to be the Halloween Kills, Rise of the Evil Dead Experience Part 3.
Well, if it is, I'll tell you.
Oh, and since we're talking about Del Toro now, I can't resist bringing up another Brian All's fun fact. Del Toro borrowed from Dracula Unbound when he was conceptualizing The Strain.
Yes, he did.
Thank you. But Shane, I'm going to say good pick, even though I haven't seen it. It sounds tantalizing, and I'll check it out. But
worth a watch.
How he gets out of the whale in this version, in the Guillermo del Toro version, is really, it's very different. Like he actually like grows an entire tree out of his face, and they break it off, and then they climb up the tree to get out the blowhole. It's just,
how many lies did he have to tell, boy?
It's something else, man. I can't explain this movie to somebody who hasn't seen it. You just have to see it.
I think I actually fast forwarded through that crap one time.
Has anyone seen the French Czechoslovakic collaboration, the animated Pinocchio in Outer Space.
No.
Oh,
I couldn't have heard of it.
I was homesick from school. We're going back probably 50 years. I was homesick from school, and my mother put the TV on. It was like some midday afternoon movie, and for years I thought it was actually a fever dream because no one else has even heard of it. I actually found bits of it on YouTube, so it actually was made, but no one has ever seen it, let alone heard of it.
Apparently, Carolyn's heard of it.
Come out in 1965, the same year I was born, brother.
And it's pretty surreal.
Oh, good
Monstro
God.
was a space whale.
Keith E says he's seen it.
I feel so much better.
Being homesick is how I got introduced to
Yes.
Japanese animation, because it was the only thing playing on a certain channel that I would actually watch on TV, during the day. So, of course,
There were a
that's
lot
also-
of movies I saw growing up
Yeah.
that I thought were fever dreams, but turned out were real.
Yeah.
Most Don
there's-
Bluth movies, and let's see,
there's-
Return to Oz.
Yeah. There's this
Yeah.
one movie I saw that I cannot figure out what it was to this day, and I can only remember bits of it. I can't remember the names of the characters
Well, you're in the
or
right
anything.
place.
Yeah, it was animated, pretty sure Japanese. There were giant monsters in it from outer space, and then giant robots. But it wasn't like it was kind of like Macross, but not.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I have no idea.
That just leaped in my mind. What
What is it
what
called?
time period?
Like from what
Neon-
he's describing, I could name 50 different things. He's
Was-
got to be
Yeah.
specific.
I opened with what time? I opened with Neon Genesis Evangelion, but that would have been from the 80s, late 80s.
There's
It would have
so
been
much
it would have been
Neon Genesis.
early 80s or late 70s production.
Ooh.
So because I was,
could have
I
even
was this
been
was probably
Astro
this
Boy,
was probably
you know?
1987 when I saw it. So if it was on daytime TV, it would have been several years old at that point. So
I think Thrash
Oh.
may have hit the nail on the head. It might be Neon Genesis.
Well, that was a little bit later, but there was another one where there was something called Dynastar in the American version, and I'm going to stay with Neon Genesis Evangelion, but I have another choice when I can think of it. I'll get back to you.
it's not Neon Genesis looking at
Okay,
pictures.
good. Then I'll
It's definitely
I'll
not that.
work on the other choice.
Anyway,
But yes,
get
I
back
think
to
I know
you.
the one you're talking about. Yeah, I'll get back to you.
Anyway, good choice, Shane. Now it's your turn, Damien.
okay. I am gonna go with where is it? There it is. True Grit.
Oh, true good.
Oh, True Grit. I saved that one for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I brought this up before in our talks about Western movies and whatnot. But I definitely prefer the remake because basically Jeff Bridges he is the best Cogburn that you could ever ask for as far as just the way he plays
He's
that
really
character.
good. Yeah.
Compared to John Wayne, you gotta love John Wayne, but it's John Wayne playing Brewster versus Jeff Bridges becoming Rooster, if you know what I mean. Like Jeff Bridges is an amazing actor.
Yeah,
I'm
Jeff
sorry.
Bridges is actually acting,
Yeah.
whereas John Wayne is just John Wayne, which
Yeah,
I
John
love
Wayne
John
is
Wayne.
John Wayne playing a character. Yeah. John Wayne reciting the lines of.
I don't know if I agree with you there, Phil.
You don't have to agree with me. I understand that a lot of people are going to disagree with that because they love John Wayne, and I love John Wayne movies. They're good.
I'm
But-
debating it in my mind. I have to.
Yeah.
Half of me agrees with you a lot because I'm such a Jeff Bridges fan. The dude
Mhm.
rules.
He's really good as Rooster
Yeah.
Cogburn.
Yeah, he is.
He's really good in anything he does.
Yes.
Mhm.
He's
He
better
is.
than John Wayne in anything he does, and that's the problem. He's a better actor, honestly.
Yeah, he is. And that overall,
Much
it's
as it pains me to admit, my boy. Much as it pains me to admit that.
and
Not
overall,
seen
it's
that
like
remake yet.
a grittier.
It's really good.
It's a grittier presentation that's kind of more realistic of the of the story than the original. The original's funnier.
Yeah, the original has a
Has a
different
lot more
tone.
comedy in it. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
completely
Now,
different
after I
tone.
think it over, buddy, I have to agree with you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I hate it too. Man. I want you to know that. I really do. I hate
Yeah.
being agreeable.
Well, we didn't agree on Kong, so
Well, didn't we though? Because I'm not saying it's better. I'm just saying it's equal to.
yeah,
if
that's
not-
true.
it's
And the
not-
True Grit remake
not
was
better
directed
acting.
by the Coen brothers, and
Yeah.
nobody except Indy's going to tell me who directed True Grit. Okay, I know who it was because I just looked it up, but it's nobody you've ever heard of.
Henry
Yeah, well,
Hathaway.
John Wayne winning Oscars don't mean anything anymore, man.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, but anyway, I just, of the two movies, I'll go back and rewatch the remake of True Grit multiple times because it's that good. Whereas the original, seeing it 4 or 5 times in a lifetime is probably more than enough. So,
The remake seemed a little more authentic as a period
Yeah.
piece too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. It was.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was the thing that really stood out with me.
Yeah. It's grittier, it's more real. It's, they run into more just weird circumstances out in the wilderness, or at least I wouldn't say they run into more. It's more realistic, I should say. So,
yeah. I think the original was trying to be more of just a fun classic Western, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's great.
Yeah.
I grew up on movies like that, especially with John Wayne. I've seen
Yeah.
the original True Grit probably a lot more than I've seen the remake just because I grew up with it.
mhm.
But the remake is it's just a better movie overall.
Mhm.
Like everything about it's better made. It's
Mhm.
yeah.
better
and
acting.
Better acting. Yeah, all around.
But I do like the way that like parts of it are like almost scene for scene, line for line. Like, it's just, they definitely, it's a definite remake. It's not a reboot or a, readaptation of the source material. It's a remake of the movie. So, but anyway.
Damn
Just
good
my
choice,
two.
man.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
excellent choice.
You
My
stirred
2
my
bits on
mind.
that
You
one.
made me think. I hate that.
I thought I smelled something burning there, Dan.
He had to
Yeah.
think, he had to agree with you. This is torture for him. He had to say something good. Oh,
Yeah,
hard.
I didn't realize it till I thought about it, just how stupid actor John Wayne really was in all his roles.
I
and how-
love
Yeah.
John Wayne to death. But
I
I would
do
never
too,
call him a good actor.
But
Yeah.
that once again, that's nostalgia. When I was a kid, I sit around and watch
Mhm.
these westerns with my grandpa. That was one of the few things he could watch was Flash Gordon, Buck Rogers, and westerns and stuff he grew up.
Indy.
I love you, Indy.
You realize I didn't bring up Matt Damon for a reason on this one, right? And not that he didn't do an okay job in the movie. He played the part, but it is Matt Damon after all. So,
No.
anyway,
Matt Damon.
you had to bring it
Matt
up. Thanks.
Damon love.
Roger Blair mentions another good remake of a classic Western. That's 510 to Yuma. And
Yeah.
I
yeah.
agree. That one's probably
I thought it
better
was-
than the original.
I thought it was 310 to Yuma.
310 to Yuma. You're right. It is 310 to
You
Yuma.
hit the wrong key there, buddy.
I thought
It's actually on my list, though. I haven't gotten around to rewatching it, so I'm not.
Well,
I thought
510 would
510.
actually been 1-2 because you have to reduce.
Oh, okay. Yes, correct. Yeah.
Anyway, the remake was called 510 because it was in a different time zone, boy.
Nah.
Which one was better?
Oh, they're moving east.
They should have called the remake 315 instead of 310.
I'd make it about
420.
week, call it-
Yeah,
I'd
420
make
to
it about
Yuma.
week, call it 420.
670
3
Yuma.
remakes or something like that of 310 to Yuma? Isn't there like multiple of them?
Is there more than one? I only
I
know
think
of the
there's
one.
maybe
There
there
might
are
be.
maybe there is only one. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember.
There can be only one.
It could be one of those movies where there's like a bunch of spiritual remakes that are like remakes,
Yeah.
but they don't actually say they're remakes. you know.
Yeah, gotcha.
Tracy's here. Hello,
Tracy.
And we got Carlos
Tracy.
X. Hello.
Like Bug's Life is actually a remake of Seven Samurai.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. It is, isn't it?
What?
It is.
It is.
It
It,
is.
totally
It
is.
is.
Watch them back to back. He's not wrong.
I was in the video store. I had it going to play. I go, oh my god, this is Seven Samurai.
Oh, you're gonna make me watch Bug's Life again. Oh, come
It's
on,
not
man.
bad. It's actually not bad. The animation is good. The voice acting is pretty solid. You got
Mhm.
Dave Thomas and James Woods.
Nope, nope.
It holds up. And again, it's Seven Samurai. and for those of you who want me to do last rolls, I believe that was the last roll of Jonathan Harris.
You could be right. I'm not
I believe
entirely
it was
sure.
his last role. And yes, Battle Beyond the Stars is also a
Seven Samurai.
marginal
Mhm.
remake.
That was a
Speaking
little
of Richard
loose.
Thomas.
Oh, quick note. Since you said samurai, it took me a minute to realize one of these famous movies, how, everything is Pocahontas, all the movies, and, Fern Gully, Avatar, all that.
Right.
The Last Samurai falls in that too, with
Yep.
Tom Cruise.
Mhm.
When we talking about movies, it makes me want to pull my hair out for 100 bucks.
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Since you brought Last Samurai, I have to throw this out there. One thing about that movie, and there are many things that bother me about that movie, but okay, in the opening battle where he's captured, he with the banner, he takes out 15 samurai, bam, 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 and then a couple days later, he gets into a one-on-one with a samurai and gets his clock cleaned. Okay, what happened to that fighting spirit from before?
He's
And
been
Indy, I disagree.
shoveled.
Rebel
Plot
Moon
hole.
doesn't count
Huge.
because Rebel Moon's not a movie. It's a Zack Snyder vomit.
Oh God. Talk about
I
that.
cannot name one thing that Tom Cruise has been in that could be considered a remake that was anywhere near as good as the original.
I don't think Tom Cruise does remakes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't
The
even
Mummy.
think
Hey,
of
that's
it.
my
Okay, that
War of the
wasn't
Worlds,
good.
boy.
War of the Worlds. He was in
Saw
that.
the Mummy, boy.
Yeah, that
Oh,
wasn't
He
good.
does remakes now. Also.
Even movies that aren't remakes aren't as good as the unmade remake.
Oof. All right.
So that's just your roundabout way
Oh.
of saying you don't like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Noted.
Mm,
By the way,
I was getting a little creative with it. The sun is killing me today.
every Mission Impossible movie he did was a remake of a TV series.
Not really a remake. It's a sequel. It's a terrible sequel where they made Jim Phelps
Terrible,
the bad guy.
yeah.
But
And least convincing German Junker of all time. Of all
Indy does
time.
list a good one. Vanilla Sky is a good remake.
Mhm.
Anyway, it's my turn. Now, the last time I mentioned a movie that was turned into a satire, how about a satire that's turned into a serious movie? I'm going to talk about Casino Royale. The original Casino Royale with Peter Sellers and Peter Sellers and Woody Allen, and it's a classic spoof movie from the 60s. It's goofy and dumb. It's a sex comedy and it's a James Bond parody. It is what it is. I'm not offended by the original Casino Royale, but the remake of Casino Royale, the serious Daniel Craig version, is one of my favorite James Bond movies, hands down.
Oh, it's definitely good.
I've even got the
I'll
poster
give you that.
right there above my head. I just think it was as a way to reinvent James Bond yet again, because James Bond's always getting reinvented. I think that starting at the beginning again with Casino Royale, because they couldn't do Casino Royale before that because of all the rights issues, which I'm not going to get into. When they remade it in, I think it was 2000 something, 2002, 2003, somewhere in there.
2006.
2006.
Yeah,
okay.
It's on my
I don't know.
list.
I think they just got everything right. They nailed it. If you like the darker James Bond and not the goofier Roger Moore style James Bond, they nailed it.
Hey.
Mhm.
I like them both, just kind of like I like both versions of Godzilla, but I do prefer the dark, serious. I'm more From Russia with Love than Goldfinger kind of guy.
Fair enough.
And I think Casino Royale is almost a perfect movie. It is too long. That's the one thing I will say about it. It goes on way too long. It's got a fourth act and then it's got a fifth act, and I'm like, okay, let's move it along. But other than that, fantastic movie.
I'm in a goddamn parallel universe, dude, because I agree with everything you just said. Again, this ain't right, man. Something's wrong.
I think we're all going to agree here. Yeah.
Once again, I enjoyed Peter Sellers when I was a kid, but now that I'm all grown up and look back at the Peter Sellers movies, they're not as humorous to me now as they were when I was 12.
Yeah, it's adolescent humor, and you're either into it or you're not.
When you find out what a piece of shit he was, it's hard to
Oh, come on, man.
Scam.
Why you jumping on Peter's Panther?
Google it. That's all I'm going to say.
I
Google it.
don't want to know, man. I don't want to
Then
know.
take my word for it. we're not talking Bill Cosby level here, but he was
I love the Pink
more
Panther
John
movies.
Lennon here.
And while we're on that subject real quick, I love the Pink Panther movies, but for some reason, I like the Steve Martin Pink Panther remake better than any of them.
haven't seen
I've
it.
never
so
even
I can't,
seen it, so I can't tell you.
don't-
Yeah.
Even though it's
But I
horrible,
did.
still
I
like
did
it
love the
better
Peter
than
Sellers.
Sellers.
I can play the theme on my piano. Dun, 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 dun.
I actually
My
made a
dad
video.
taught me that when I was like 8.
I made a video this morning of my dog creeping around to the Pink Panther thing. Dude.
Yeah. It's a classic theme.
I
One of the
can't
best.
wait for the copyright for that this week.
Yeah, but your dog is the Black Panther.
And yeah, Vim, you're right. Never Say Never Again is a remake of Thunderball, but Thunderball is better than Never Say Never Again. So I like them both. Don't get me wrong. But
Cool, dude. You just give me the title for my video too.
But yeah, like I like the original Casino Royale. Like you said, it's not as funny as it was when I was a kid. Like when I was little and I watched it, I thought it was a laugh riot. You know, like all these sex jokes, and I'm like 12. You know, like it's great. But as an adult, it's like, yeah, it's funny, but it's not. I'm not gonna laugh out loud anymore. It's just like it is what it is. It's kind of like how I feel about Barbarella. It was probably funny when I was a kid. It's just not really that funny anymore.
Bring up that, wouldn't you? You know, creeping around in these videos.
And it's the same style as Barbarella, really. It's the same, tone.
Yeah, but you're right. It was made for adolescent boys.
Yeah,
it really
exactly.
it just is.
And I think
There's nothing wrong
the
with that.
James Bond version is also made for adolescent boys, but the adolescent boys have grown up. So,
well, I mean, all the double entendre in the old Bond films. That's 13-year-old boy. It's like they're like, like I grew up in a town called Yarmouth. Guess what everyone used to say when you saw the sign entering? It's like, it never got old. It literally never got. I still do it. Entering. Mercy, but yeah, I think you nailed it, Doug.
Okay,
Right.
So it is your turn, Danny, and I should mention that Gary Carpenter just mentioned Galaxina, which is better than Barbarella, 100%. We've talked about that before.
It was one of Danny's picks, I believe.
Yeah.
I've been a big Galaxina fan since I saw it as a child in like 1980 or something.
I've been a big fan for the last 2 months since you told me about it. So
2 months ago, yeah.
It really kills me you picked Dog Quiet on the Western Front because I actually watched the movies this week. And that was my big thing, dude. But since we're on that classics, I'm gonna have to go with a movie Howard Hawks made in 1932 was called Scarface. Now, Scarface in 1932 was a black and white original classic movie. I think it was so deep, but it wasn't well acted because once again, like I was talking to earlier, it's got that stiff. Everybody's real hard or talking up to the mic kind of feeling to it. It's really horrible, man. If you watch it back, it's even worse acted than the guy who in King Kong stalking around when the natives sing. Like if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Now the remake with what's his name, Al Pacino.
Mm-hmm.
The remake is just a total different monster, and it's well acted, it's well directed, it's got color.
Kind of a different story.
Yeah, it's really
it's
a
a
name
very
only remake.
They had to adapt it to modern times. You got to keep
the
that in
only
mind,
difference is really bad, and this is the hard part with Scarface, the remake, is it's a lot more bloody and a lot more gorier than anything back in the 30s due to the fact they weren't going to show that much graphic violence back then.
But I mean, like the characters are fundamental. I mean, apart from the fact that they're both foreign-born gangsters, there's very little similarity between the two of them. Is what I'm saying. I mean, they're both very good movies, and how can you not love Al Pacino with his channeling Ricky Ricardo Cuban accent, and Stephen Bauer steals the movie, and Robert Loggia as
Robert Loggia is great.
The villain. I mean, the whole thing just really comes together, and it as you say, it was still pretty topical because the Cuban refugee issue was only a couple years before that movie came out. So it's an absolutely great movie. But I don't know if I really can constitute it as a remake.
And I got to agree with Indy. Look, I love Al Pacino. I think he's a great actor. I do think he does some good acting in Scarface, but he's very cartoonish in Scarface, like over the top cartoon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Whereas Paul Mooney was trying to play it straight. Paul Mooney was a great actor, and
Oh,
I understand what Danny means by the stiff acting of the time, but that's just the time. It's not Paul Mooney's
But
fault.
once again, let me say that I cannot name one Howard Hawks movie that I didn't like.
Well, yeah, he's Howard Hawks. He was
Yeah.
a genius.
I
Yeah.
like all his movies special, but once again, I just think that the way they redone the Scarface, changed the story up, and added certain elements of drama that it was just so much better acted. You could get into it so much better than you could the old black and white stuff. That seemed.
I'm kind of like I'm also
Yeah.
kind of with Thrash. I have a hard time like comparing the two. They're so different. Like they're both
Well,
gangster movies.
Al Capone, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really good way of using an old IP and like reinventing it for what was then the modern age. I think that's a really good example of doing that. So yeah,
And every time I hear the name Robert Loggia, all I can think of is the shtick from Family Guy. Could you spell that, please? R as in Robert Loggia. O as in, oh my God, it's Robert Loggia. I couldn't resist. I was trying to fight the urge, but I couldn't.
yes, and the Untouchables, which had Al Capone in it. Yeah. Played by Robert De Niro, who is often confused for Al Pacino by people who don't know what they're talking about.
I was going to say Dustin Hoffman. I'll give you, who might come up a little later, but
Oh,
you
okay.
know,
If we have time.
mercy.
Okay, let's keep going. So Thrash, it's your turn.
Oh, me. Okay, we talked about movies that may be a conceptual reboot more than an actual reboot, particularly a spoof. So I'm actually going to go in that direction. And speaking of Peter Sellers, I'm going to discuss Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, versus Failsafe, which are virtually made from the same cloth. It's just that when Kubrick saw the script, he goes, this would work so much better as a dark comedy. So he re-envisioned it as just that. But if you watch, and I have done this, if you watch Failsafe and Dr. Strangelove back to back, they are literally the same movie. And the only question is, which is better? I've seen Failsafe on several occasions, including the George Clooney TV play adaptation, which is competent, but I absolutely love Dr. Strangelove and have seen that more times. So I'm going to vote for Dr. Strangelove, guys.
Well, I'm going to vote for Doctor Strangelove just because it's Kubrick. I've never actually seen Failsafe.
Oh,
So
Yeah.
I can't
check
really...
it out. It's actually very good. It's
Okay,
amazing.
I'll check it out one day.
They
Sure.
both came out in the same year?
Year.
Yeah. they
Wow.
did.
Okay.
There's a story behind that. It's in my gigantic Kubrick Bible, which is like this.
Wow,
They
I'm not-
like sell the same script to two different studios or something?
Something like that. There was something going on there. I don't remember the
Yeah.
story anymore.
Yeah. There was an anecdote, which I don't remember all the details, so I don't want to do one of my anecdotal history lessons.
Did the
But there
movie
was a
Failsafe
connection.
have a different release title?
Oh, it's got Walter Matthau in it. And
As the
Failsafe,
villain.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
as the jerk. More than the villain.
Hmm.
Oh,
I've never seen that movie. I'm going to have to watch that.
thank you.
Yeah, I only know
Thank you.
about it because I'm such a Kubrick head. I just never seen it. So I didn't even know there was a George Clooney version.
Yeah, it was made for TV. Oh God, probably 20, 25 years ago now, and it's actually really solid. If I say anything about it, I'll ruin it. So, but believe it or not, they're effectively the same story.
Okay.
In fact, if I ever finally finish my creepy classic on Party at Ground Zero by Fishbone, I will actually discuss the. If you've ever seen the music video, there's references to both Doctor Strangelove and Failsafe in the video.
Okay.
Well, I will say one thing: Failsafe seems to have an all-star cast, but
Oh yeah, Peter Fonda, Walter Matthau, others.
Yeah, Henry Fonda.
Larry Hagman.
Henry Fonda.
What, did I say Peter Fonda?
You said
Oh.
Peter, yeah. Henry, yeah.
I meant Henry Fonda. And Larry Hagman, he plays an interpreter.
Dan O'Hurley.
Dan O'Hurley.
That's my
It's
favorite
It's
actor.
got Boss
of
Hog.
yours.
I love Dan O'Hurley.
You got there can't go wrong when you got old Boss Hog in your movie.
Mhm.
Oh, and in a straight role, Dom DeLuise.
That's
Uh-huh.
weird.
Dom DeLuise plays a
Sergeant
an Air Force
Sergeant
sergeant
Collins. Yeah. Sergeant
in the
Collins.
war room. And it's
A
like, oh my
straight
god, Dom
role?
DeLuise playing us. Yeah,
That's
playing
weird.
a non-comic role.
Trying to
It was
imagine
almost-
it's
jarring.
hard. Yeah.
Why I never.
Well, well done.
Hmm.
Well done, Pons. You brought up a movie that stumped the panel.
It's what I do, or try to
That's
do,
what I do. Nathan. That's what I
with
do.
varying degrees of success.
That's usually what I do.
Mhm.
So you all have your homework assignment. I'll go out and watch Failsafe. All of
Will
you.
there be a
Even you.
quiz? Will there,
Be sure to check out
is there a
the
test afterwards?
Trivia. I will
Be
do
sure to
trivia.
check out
10
There will be
questions.
trivia. Yes.
Well, if I ever get off my ass and make my creepy classic, it'll make more sense.
Yeah, true.
I've got
Sorry,
a-
Danny, what were you saying?
I
I
know, it's
said
not
be
gonna
sure
be
to
sorry.
check out the erotic adventures of Pinocchio also, because that's the movie that you never heard of.
And outer space.
Lie to me. Okay, Shane, your turn.
Oh, I thought it was Pondas. Oh,
No, he
I
just
just went.
picked the Strange Love.
oh, I thought you were piggybacking off of Danny. Okay. You brought up True Grit. That made me think about one. Now, don't get me wrong, the original's good, but I gotta go with Magnificent Seven. Yul Brynner just makes my blood itch some kind of way because I swear that man keeps the same facial expression in every movie he's in.
That's why
I don't
it's so
think I've
great
ever
West
seen
Side.
him smile, especially like in The King and I. I'm like, wait, maybe he'll crack a smile somewhere. And I think he did near the end. It was like, oh, he can move the muscles on his face.
He's one of those actors that when he
But-
smiles, it just doesn't look right. It looks creepy.
That's why he keeps that scowling look all the time. But I
Which
think
play out
Denzel
more
did a
out.
great. I think Denzel did a great job leading the seven. Chris Pratt, finding his acting legs with his new body and all. Who else is in that?
Isn't
I
Ethan
can never
Hawke in it?
remember
Ethan
his
Hawke's
name.
in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley Bennett.
It's good.
Oh,
It's a good remake.
The big
I'm
guy.
with
The
you.
big guy. Played. He
When
played.
you say Yul Brynner, bud, when you said Yul Brynner, I thought,
He played
oh my God.
Kingpin.
But
in
that's why.
Daredevil
D'Onofrio,
series.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio. I love D'Onofrio in that. He's just a wild, crazy man of the land. But I mean, I'll give the original its credit because I grew up with westerns,
classic,
and
yeah.
my uncle, he's a big Clint Eastwood and John Wayne fan. So I grew up loving them, and grew up watching westerns and like checking out some of these remakes. Like I still got to watch that True Grit remake.
Oh, you definitely got to see that. If you like westerns, you got to see that.
But yeah, I think they stayed true to the story on what was going on.
And of course, the whole
not as
thing's all a
dirty.
remake of
Yeah, it's a
Seven
remake
Samurai.
of a remake. Yeah.
Yeah. So
But no, I do really like the remake of the Magnificent Seven. I think the actors are all very good in it, especially Denzel. He really carries it well. It's one of his better roles. But it's hard to beat the original. It's such
Yeah.
a classic.
yeah, it's kind of a toss up for me too because the 1960 version is excellent. That's such a good movie.
Good movie, good
yeah.
movie. I just don't like Yul Brynner.
Well, I'm not a huge
know.
fan of him either. He's Yul Brynner, but hey,
He's the gunslinger.
Moses.
yeah. But it was still a damn good movie, though. It's like,
Yeah,
how do you
yeah.
how do you improve on that? I mean, yeah, the remake, the 2016 remakes, it's really good. It is really good. But it's like, it's a toss up for me. I can't say which one's better. So I got a soft spot in my heart for the.
Well, I'm not. I'll be
2016.
honest with you. I'm not particularly fond of either one of them movies, but
Oh,
but everything you said about Yul Brynner only brings up one fact. You have explained why he's so good in Westworld playing a robot.
Yeah, exactly. He's fantastic
That's-
playing
yeah.
a robot. Yeah.
Well, the role was written for him. It was
Yeah.
like, hey, we know somebody
Perfect.
who doesn't
Literally.
move their face.
Literally,
It
it
was written for him, yeah.
It was literally written for him.
Michael Crichton had Yul Brynner in mind.
Right. And then when he approached Yul Brynner, he said yes. He goes, bonus.
Yeah, Westworld around here somewhere.
You you could actually say Yul Brynner's stiffless, emotionless performances are truly classic to the old world
Mhm.
actors who are all stiff and unemotional.
And I think Yul Brynner made it work for himself in not only in Westworld, but also even in The King and I, where he's supposed to have a stick up his ass.
Yeah.
It works.
Mhm.
I kind of see Shane's point. It's kind of forcing me to rethink what I think about Yul Brynner, but like, I'm not going to say the remake is better than the original, but I will say it is a very good remake. So
Yeah,
good
see,
choice.
It stands
like-
on its own. It really
Yeah, it
does.
does.
because I saw The King and I first, and it's just like, okay. Then saw Magnificent Seven. It was just like, all right, he's just an angry cowboy. And then saw Westworld. It was just like, oh, he just looks like that. Okay. It's just,
Right.
That's just the way he is.
And Vim, you're so correct. There have been a lot of movies that have used Seven Samurai as a template. I was just watching one last night, The Last Valley by James Clavell. That is it's like a darker version of Seven Samurai set in 30 Years' War Germany.
Yeah, I think the Seven Samurai has become an archetype all of its own, for sure. It's been remade so many times in so many different genres. Yeah. Anyway, Keith E says the punchline to the joke is old Yule log. That's funny. The Zany of Glasgow Green mentions The Hills Have Eyes, which I don't think I put on my list, but I think it's a serviceable remake. And okay, Tracy agrees that Yul Brynner was kind of a very one-dimensional actor. And whose turn is it?
Mine.
Damien.
next,
Yeah.
over there.
And oh man, I don't know which one to bring up.
Bring up
'cause this'll
both.
probably be my last one through here because it's already.
We're
10
getting
after.
there, yeah.
Yeah, we are getting there, aren't we?
I'm gonna go with the better movie. I'm gonna go with The Departed. So,
Ah, yes.
which is a
Never
remake
saw
of Internal Affairs.
Infernal
Infernal
Affairs.
Affairs. I mean, Infernal Affairs. And I mean, it's like straight up a remake. Like
It's very close to a shot-for-shot remake.
Yeah, the entire story is remade. Just a few years later. The Departed 06, Infernal Affairs 2002. In 2002, that was I believe it was a Japanese movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was
yeah,
Japanese.
Yeah.
It was about the Yakuza.
I saw a few clips of it and I read the synopsis. I have not seen the movie, but
I have.
from everything I've read, The Departed is far better. But anyway. Didn't it win an Academy Award or something like that?
It did. Yeah, I don't know if
yeah.
it got Best Picture, but I know it won something. Probably Best Director for, was it Scorsese? I don't know.
And it's set
Anyway.
in Boston.
Yeah,
It's
set in
Boston.
Boston accent.
But yeah, it's just excellent movie. I watched it again last week, and I was like, man, it's been so long since I've seen this, and I should watch it again sometime because it's that good of a movie. So
The only reason I think The Departed is better is because it had a budget, whereas Infernal Affairs had no budget.
yeah, I mean, that happens though.
But Infernal Affairs is a good movie, and
Yeah.
I really appreciate that The Departed brought it to the Western
Mhm.
audiences because it's such a good Japanese gangster movie. But yeah, I think The Departed is definitely the better movie.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just my Western bias, but I connect more with it. I own The Departed. I've only seen Infernal Affairs like twice. So
And I mean, it's got an all-star cast of a whole bunch of mediocre actors, but
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark's in there.
Such a good
But
vibration.
he doesn't play the dumbass friggin' guy from The Happening, at least.
Right. What? No.
He's not Mr. Whiny Pants and in this movie. In this one he's the hard Boston, guy, just getting on to everybody all the time.
With the least convincing German, I'll come in again. With the least convincing Boston accent, that was meant to be a joke. I'm sorry, guys. Cut!
But Jack Nicholson in this was excellent. You got Martin Sheen in there. You got Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin just made me laugh through the whole friggin' movie. He's just He's ridiculous.
I like that it's an ensemble movie where no
Yeah.
individual actor kind of steals it. Like
Mhm.
I don't think that they overuse any one of those actors. Like
Yeah.
even like Jack Nicholson, he's only in the movie for a few scenes. He's very memorable in those scenes,
Mhm.
but he doesn't overstay his welcome, which I
Yeah.
really appreciate. It's hard to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, that much is true at least. Connolly, who later was helping Whitey, grew up in the same neighborhood Whitey was in, and Whitey would come in and buy him ice cream and stuff like that. He knew Connolly from when he was a kid. So that whole scene where he goes into the comic book shop and is like buying him goodies, that's
Mhm.
actually how they met. And I thought that was cute that they had that in there.
That's cool.
Okay, well, I guess
Yeah.
that means it's my turn now.
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
is.
We mentioned Kurosawa remakes, so how about A Fistful of Dollars? Which is a
That's on my
remake of
list too.
Yojimbo. I love
Come on.
Yojimbo. It's a Kurosawa classic, but A Fistful of Dollars. I mean, to put it in that spaghetti western setting, it's just a stroke of genius. It's one of the it's so good. Just like the Magnificent Seven took Seven Samurai and put it in the West. That's exactly what Fistful of Dollars does for Yojimbo. And
Yeah, but Fistful of Dollars done it so much better.
Yojimbo's kind of goofy, especially like the scene at the end where he actually like slices the guy and the blood just sprays everywhere. It's like it's cartoonish. It's goofy. Fistful of Dollars. It started the entire spaghetti western revolution. It's one of the most important movies ever made. So it's hard to argue against it.
It's an excellent movie.
Yeah, both are great movies, but Fistful of Dollars has to win for me because I love
Can't
it.
go wrong
so
with Clint
much.
Eastwood.
Yeah,
boy.
Fistful of
Exactly,
Dollars
Clint
is
Eastwood
amazing.
West spaghetti western. Mwah,
It is.
And
a
that was
great
the
movie.
first movie in the trilogy of The Man with
It
No
is.
Name. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
because
I watched it the other day. It's an excellent movie. Watched it
Well-
again, I should say. But
both chronologically and
Mhm.
thematically, because what do you call it? Good, Bad, and the Ugly is actually a prequel.
Yes.
So you start with
Yeah.
Fistful of Dollars. How he loses the money from the Good, Bad, and the Ugly, it's never really said, but he did. He lost it somehow. So
it's easy to use your imagination.
exactly. Tuco found him and took it.
Right.
You know? But yeah, that's a great pick. And you know what? I want to throw it. I kind of have love for the 19. Well, it's not made in the 1930s, but the version that is set in the 1930s with the gangster war between the Italians and the Irish, with Bruce Willis.
I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Give me a minute.
I'm so embarrassed now.
Hold on, I own it. Wait, where is it? Nope. Shoot.
Christopher Walken plays the sociopath. A
Yes.
stretch for him. But yes, you know what I'm talking about. None of us can think of it at the same time. This is so embarrassing. Last Man Standing, Indy, I love you.
Last man.
There it is. I knew Indy would get there.
I was about to say the Last Boy Scout. I'm like, no, not that one.
That's not that one. Yeah. My brain was doing the exact same thing. That's funny.
It's like, do you guys remember? I think it was like from his first HBO special, Robin Williams, where he goes when he chokes on stage and he shows how his mind works, and it's like this guy's like just grabbing tapes and stuffing them in there. That's how my mind works. Like, okay, come on, guys, think. It's like the scene in Everything You Want to Know About Sex, where it's like a war room and everyone's screaming, you know. Guys, one at a time.
Sorry, making a note.
No, it's quite all right. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Is that a porn film too?
The Good and Bad and the
Oh,
I'm sorry.
I'd watch that.
Not The Irishman. That's a totally different movie.
it's a good movie.
Totally
Long.
Unrelated. Long.
Okay, so let's
Who's up?
let's get through. So as we can
Danny.
get through as much as we can. Danny.
Mhm.
Danny.
I'm torn.
Danny the Manny.
I'm torn between my next two choices on which one I should do because either one of them I bring up, I'm probably going to catch crap for. Okay, I'm going to bring up the movie called The Blob.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm going to bring up the fact that the original is a classic. The original was a groundbreaking movie, but the remake is 100 times better. Honest to God, feel that the remake is so much better for multiple reasons. Mainly because the people in the remake look about the right age, and we ain't got 40-year-old men playing teenagers.
You do have a
Which
point there,
really
yeah.
bothered me about the original more than anything is all these old-looking high school students.
But it's Steve McQueen. How can you not love Steve
Steve
McQueen?
McQueen was 40 years old.
You're right.
Steve
He was
McQueen was
40,
like
but
27 or something like that when he did that movie.
I love Steve McQueen. I do. I think he's a great actor, but he does not look like a high school student. In the
No,
Blob.
not at all.
no.
He looks like a dried up old man with AIDS or something.
Oh, I don't know that far, but he did have a receding hairline by this point in his life.
So, but I do feel that the remake of the Blob was way superior to the original. As much as I love the original, I like everything about the remake better.
Yeah,
Well, Shawnee Smith is hot.
it's funny. We're agreeing a lot today, you and me, Danny, because I agree with you that the remake is superior to the original on the Blob. So,
Like I said, I feel like
I
I'm in
don't
an
agree.
oh, I'm
Really?
sorry,
I think-
Eric.
I think the remake it leans way too hard onto the military thing at the end, and it just becomes like a stupid 80s movie at that point. Like it doesn't. Don't get me wrong, I love stupid 80s movies, but it feels like it loses a lot of the charm of the original for me. Like to the point where I don't know. I saw the remake first. I will disclose that. I saw the remake first. I grew up with the remake before I ever saw the original. But in my opinion, I think the original is the better movie. The remake has a better budget. The remake has better special effects. But I think the original, it just has, like I said, it has more heart. And I think the script is tighter and more well organized. The characters make more sense. Whereas in the remake, they're just running around. You know, they only do what the plot tells them to do, not what their character tells them to do, and that really bugs me as a writer.
Oh, I never thought of that.
So,
But
yeah,
none
I'm
of
going
that-
to disagree.
Good points. Very good points. Yes.
None of that overcomes the bad casting of the first one. Where
Well, I
everybody-
agree. Steve McQueen. I love Steve McQueen. Steve McQueen's great. He's even great in The Blob, but he's not a teenager. It's like you can't convince anybody he's a teenager.
But you are right. It almost feels like the remake almost feels like it was written by Stephen King.
Yeah.
There's a slam on the military complex, the slam on the religious fanatic. I mean, it's the archetype bad guys who, for most of the 80s, were the archetype bad guys. So yeah, I can certainly see that. And it also, I think it relied too much on jump scares and gross factor.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
But
I will say
again,
that whole like the disposal scene that sticks with you. Yeah.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that's great. And like it comes up and then it goes onto the ceiling. I mean, that's awesome. But yeah, you're right, Thrash. It's just there for the gross out factor.
But I will. That's just my personal opinion. I prefer to watch the remake over the original due to the bad acting in the original, the bad casting in the original,
I mean, you're not entirely wrong. I'm just
and I
disagreeing with you.
way more prefer the special effects in the remake. It's just
Yeah.
100 times better.
Look, the
I think-
original was made on like $1,000. It was like an independent production when there didn't really
Probably-
exist.
probably
a
infrastructure
long
for
weekend.
independent
The
production.
one scene
They
in
made
the
it on a long weekend on $1,000.
one scene in the remake of
Hmm.
the lady at the phone booth and the blob surrounding it, and you see the sheriff floating around in there. It's better than anything in the original Blob.
I think what it was doing, because we had a lot of this back in the 80s, is that there were a lot of nods to nostalgic films, but they always wanted to put their own spin on it. So it wasn't trying to be a remake, more of an envisioning. And it definitely had an 80s feel to it. So I keep coming back to I've been saying this a lot today. It wasn't without its charm,
Yeah.
And it certainly works as a period piece because it has that definite 80s flavor.
It's very 80s. Yeah.
You can tell.
They should remake it again today so we can see what another take on it would be
I'm not opposed to the idea.
35 years later.
Call me Hollywood. I'll write the script.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, post-pandemic, I mean, you have a lot to work with.
Yeah,
true.
Me again?
It'd be really hard to contrive a way to get that many people in a movie theater these days. But
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, true.
Thrash,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Thrash, it's all on you.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to actually do two in tandem because they are very related, and I think I actually might get a split vote on this one. But as you guys know, my favorite horror movie of all time, personal favorite, is Night of the Living Dead, and then of course there was a very excellent sequel, Dawn of the Dead. Both have remakes, and both, I think, when you consider how much I love the originals, the fact that I can actually say I thoroughly enjoyed the remakes in both cases. I think that those have to be recognized in this chat. I have some definite criticisms of both. My biggest being never going to be a fan of running zombies, even though I love Return of the Living Dead. But I think what makes zombies so horrific was that sort of dun, 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 dun. When they're actually faster than a regular human, doesn't add up for me. Other than that, I thought the remake of Night of the Living Dead was incredible, and in some ways better than the original. Some, not all, but some. And as far as Dawn of the Dead goes, I think Dawn of the Dead remake was better than the original. In some
Dawn
ways.
of the Dead remake is better than the original.
It is definitely, yeah.
I'm glad you feel that way because that's kind of where I am.
I love the Dawn of the Dead remake. It's the only Zack Snyder movie I'll say I love. It's great.
Really?
Yeah. I think Zack Snyder is a really good visual guy, but he's a terrible terrible writer. Like he's one of the worst writers ever lived.
He should stick to doing documentaries about horror.
But where he's remaking Day of the Dead, he's not rewriting it. I mean, there's a little bit of that in there, but not a lot. He's mostly using a pre-existing story and putting his own stamp on it, which I think works really well for Day of the Dead, or Dawn of the Dead. You know what I meant.
I know you meant.
How many remakes of Night of the Living Dead have there been?
There's been a few.
There's like 1985, 2022, 1968. Is there a 1990 version too?
That's the one I was talking about specifically.
Okay. All right. I have not seen that one, I don't think. Or maybe I have. I don't know.
It's actually very solid. It's actually very solid. But yeah.
I like the originals and I like the remakes about equally pretty much. I don't have particular love for one over the other, but I will say I prefer the original Dawn of the Dead to the remake.
I like the blue makeup.
Reason. I'm very, very partial to the original Night of the Living Dead. And I didn't like some of the stuff in the remake, like the baby thing. Yeah, I thought that was just unnecessary.
In Dawn of the Dead?
I'm with Thrash. I don't like the running zombies.
Yeah.
You guys really have to see Train to Busan. Really.
I'm ashamed of myself. I am ashamed of myself for not having seen Train to Busan.
It's the best version of running zombies ever.
I watched World War Z and I haven't seen Train to Busan. I should be ashamed of
terrible.
myself.
That's like the worst example of running zombies.
It's the worst zombie movie. I hated that. I've actually gotten in vicious arguments with people because some people love it. And I'm like, it's terrible. And not just as a zombie movie, it's terrible.
The book is so much better.
It's one of the worst adaptations ever because it has almost nothing in common with the book.
Yeah,
at all.
It's a general framework similar to, but not even related. Anyway.
And the acting is deplorable.
I don't hate Watchmen, Vim, just for the record. I think Watchmen's good too. But I don't like it as much as I like Dawn of the Dead. But anyway, that was a digression.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, Shane, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with Equilibrium.
Is that a remake?
If you look at it as a slight reimagination, slight adaptation of Fahrenheit 450.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Another famous movie where Sean Bean dies.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, the gun kata. That's what makes the movie. Gun kata. I think more than the movie, and the gun kata itself was people trying to apply it in real world physics, and like you said, it does work. You go like this and da da da. I'm like, you're gonna shoot yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't work, but it's cool. It looks cool. That's what's important.
But yeah, like that's another one of those stories we studied in school. Read the book and watched the original movie, and it's just such a a surreal movie. It was like kind of numbing. It was like we could be headed in that direction. Ban all books and stuff. Book is awesome, but the movie. I mean, the movie's fine. The movie's fine. The movie follows the book very closely. Great adaptation, but when you throw guns in there and karate and martial arts and stuff and kicks and flips and probably one of my more
Christian
like
Bale and Tay
Christian
Diggs. Come
Bale
on,
roles.
yeah.
Yeah, Tay
Badass.
Diggs. I love Tay Diggs.
Didn't they
You can-
remake Fahrenheit 451?
Yeah, they have a
That's-
recent
yeah.
version with
Yeah,
There's a
Michael B.
recent
Jordan or
one.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
I didn't go near that one. I saw a trailer for it and I was like, nah.
Yeah, I've seen the original Fahrenheit 451 and Equilibrium, and yeah, the first thing I thought of when I watched Equilibrium was like, this is Fahrenheit 451, but different. You know, it's the same
Yeah,
concept.
different.
Definitely same.
Fewer
concept.
flamethrowers, more guns. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it as more like an homage
Yeah.
to the whole dystopian subgenre. It's
Yeah.
part 1984,
Huh.
part Brave New World, part
Yep.
Fahrenheit 451. So it's an amalgam. But I
That's
do see
exactly. Yeah. Right on the. Hit it on the head there. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when I watched it. Was this is like all of the old.
what you're saying. Love letter.
Yeah.
You got some Brave New World in there. You got
Yeah, definitely. You got Brave New World in there for sure. But yeah. Anyway,
And
It's a
I'll
great
give him
movie.
credit.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll give him.
it's a good
I'll give
movie.
him-
It's got really bad reviews, but
Yeah.
Well,
I'll give him credit in
It's
that
not a
movie
critical
because, like,
movie.
Mhm,
it takes a good kid actor for me to
mhm.
like them. Maybe see some goodness in a row. Okay, this kicking act. That kid was annoying me at first, and then there's the twist at the end. And the
Mhm.
kids, yeah, I know. Like, cool. So the kid's not gonna be a little brat.
Mhm.
All right, you were with me all along. I like that.
Decent movie for sure. Yeah.
Okay, I think it's a good choice, personally.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it is
you're
for
right.
sure.
I enjoyed them both.
So, Damien, your choice.
Oh, I do get one more. Great.
Yeah, one more.
I am gonna go with Gone in 60 Seconds.
Ah.
I know there's people that might disagree with me because I don't like Nick Cage, and I'm not a big fan of him either. But he actually didn't go too cagey in,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
in Gone in 60 Seconds. He had his moments where he was definitely Nick Cage doing the Nick Cage thing, but he didn't do it through the whole friggin' movie, at least, But the original, was in the, is 1974. It was high. It was at the height of like the 1970s, car chase movies. Like there were half a dozen of them that were really big back then.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally half of the film is the car chase in the 73 Mustang Fastback.
Yeah.
It's not even like a special Mustang. It's just an off-the-shelf V8 Mustang. It's not even like the Shelby version or the Mach 2 or Mach 1 or whatever version. It's just an off-the-shelf yellow friggin' Mustang. But he destroys that car in that movie. Oh my god.
That was a
If-
great chase.
If that car could actually drive afterwards, it's like, yeah, good job, Ford. Great job, Ford. That's you built a tank and called it a sports car. But anyway, the remake I think is better because they spend more time. First of all, the cars are better. It's not
And
just
you
a whole
have
bunch
Angelina Jolie.
of and it's got Angelina Jolie. I mean, it's got Angelina Jolie. Anyway, but no, the cars are better, but it's not just a bunch of Rolls Royces and limousines that they're stealing, but they spend more time actually like character development on the other characters and, actually showing them stealing cars and what it takes and all these different cars and all the little capers that they do kind of thing. So I think it's more interesting. And the car chase at the end, though very involved and interesting and the damn good car chase, is not half of the movie. It's like the last 20 minutes maybe, but it's it's very important to the movie in the end. The biggest difference between the two, of course, is that in the original he gets a new Mustang out of the car wash at the end, spoiler alert. So the destroyed car he doesn't have to deliver, he gets a brand new one basically. And in the remake, there's the whole fight scene at the end because he fucked up the car, and
So I guess today we're going to end on two big steaming piles of turds.
yeah, I'm not saying that either
You know
are
what?
great
You know
movies.
what happens when you remake a piece of shit? You
Get another one. I'm not saying that either are great movies, but
No.
don't. I'm not saying they're great movies.
I love a good movie and I love
They're
a good
entertaining.
podcast, but I don't want to be bored through a movie with just long, drug out car chases. You know.
Oh, you're not a
Cool.
car guy. That's okay. to be
I was
gay.
watching the
It's
original
fine.
Gone in 60 Seconds. I had a stomach issue. I went to the bathroom. I was gone 15 minutes. I got a
Came
drug
back and the car chase is
and
still
that car
going. Yeah.
was still going on.
Yep. No, I was literally making dinner while that movie was on, and they were chasing and chasing and chasing. I was like, I need to go check on something out here, and came back 5 minutes later, car chase still going on. I was like, oh, well,
If you see it on
Nothing?
network TV, if you see it on network TV, there's 3 commercial breaks during it. I promise you.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Yeah. It's half the
That
movie.
car-
Network TV.
car
What's that?
chase- That car chase had me focused on one thing. Is like the hell these camera guys must be going through. to
Oh
keep
yeah,
up with
it's
all-
so
How many
so much
takes
work.
did we have to
The
do?
only thing worse than Gone in 60 Seconds is Gone in 60 sequels that they had to it.
I like both versions of Gone
Yeah.
in 60 Seconds
I
for
like
different reasons. They
both
do
of them.
feel like different movies.
Yeah, but the story is very similar when you actually look at it. There's different elements to it, but it's the same.
But to say something, I didn't like
idea.
the Fast and the Furious neither. So
I'm not a Fast and Furious fan either, but that's just because
you
of the
mean the-
types of cars they're using in those movies. But anyway, I'm
You
more
mean
of
the
a
Point Break
American muscle
remake?
guy.
no,
It is kind of a point breaker,
there
like,
hasn't
isn't
been a
it?
real good car chase movies made since the Blues Brothers.
But anyway, I liked the original. I like the remake better. That's
Agreed.
Yeah.
I'm with you. Actually, I think it's a good choice. Personally, I know Danny disagrees, but anyway, we're past the hour and a half mark, so we're gonna have to call it. But I did want to give us some honorable mentions because we're not going to do this next week. Next week we're going to do sequels that are better than the original.
I
So
was
same
going to ask you if
theme.
you're going to do that.
I am going to do that. I think that was Thrash's idea to begin with.
Mm.
So we're going to do that next week. But for now, I'm just going to list off my honorable mentions, what's left of my list. And let's see. I'm actually surprised we didn't talk about it. Dune.
Oh
I
wait.
love the
Before you
original
move on
Dune,
from that,
but I do.
that's
think
the one where I
remake-
actually had to go and dig out the VHS
Oh,
of the
yeah, there you go.
of the old 1980s version, and then of course got the.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
I freaking
Ultra
love
HD.
Denny Villeneuve. I think the Dune version movies are great. Anyway, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I actually do think the remake. I'm not going to say it's better. I like it as a remake. I think it's almost as good as the original, maybe as good as the original.
Okay.
The first chapter of it, I think, is really good. The second chapter kind of falls apart, and it doesn't have Tim Curry. Again, I'm not saying it's better. I'm saying it's about on par. The Man Who Knew Too Much, Hitchcock remaking Hitchcock. I don't think that one's even arguable. Insomnia, which is based on some Swedish film, which I've seen, but I don't really remember very well. Whereas Insomnia, I remember very well. It's a great movie. And then lastly, The Mummy, the Hammer version of The Mummy or the Brendan Fraser version of The Mummy are both better than the Karloff version and are also all three better than the Tom Cruise version, which we've talked about before. So we don't really need to beat that dead horse. So Danny, what honorable mentions have you got?
I got one honorable mention, and that was the remake of a movie called, and I know I'm going to mess this up, La Totale, Totale 91. And the remake was a movie called True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And the remake is
It's on my list.
1,000 times better than the French original.
That actually reminds me of another one that I should have put on my list, but I forgot to put on my list, and that's 12 Monkeys, which is a remake of La Jetée.
Legit.
Oh yeah. Didn't even. Yeah.
Didn't know that was a remake. So.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's a remake of a really artsy short film that has like a bunch of still images. It's not even really a film, like by the standard definition. Go ahead, Thrash.
Imitation of Life and The Jazz Singer.
Oh yeah, Jazz Singer.
Specifically the 1981 version with Neil Diamond. Nothing against the Lady Gaga version. I just haven't seen it. Maybe it's better. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But the Jazz Singer with Neil Diamond.
Honestly, it's hard not to be better than the original. I think the original Jazz Singer is dumb.
It's got James Mason in it.
Wasn't it Lady Gaga in a remake of A Star Is Born?
Star is Born,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
fourth or fifth version of A Star
Yeah,
is Born.
yeah.
You know what? You guys are right. For some reason, I had stuck in my head. It was. I haven't seen it, so I think I just got it stuck in my head. It was a remake of the Jazz Singer, not the Star is Born. So disregard Lady Gaga. Sorry.
I think there is a more recent version of the Jazz Singer from like 2020 or something. I don't know.
Well, maybe there is. That's not what I'm thinking of.
But the only one I like is the Neil Diamond version. So.
I'm not going to sit through no movie called The Jazz Singer, not even if you offer me money.
It's all that blackface. It offends you, right? Anyway, Shane.
Speaking of blackface, I got the Nutty Professor. I just enjoyed Eddie Murphy. I was always a big fan of Eddie Murphy. I think I laughed more at that movie than the original.
I actually
agree with you on that.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. No. Yeah.
Unforgiven.
Ooh,
Clint Eastwood.
Given. I forgot about that one.
Good.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It was like a remake of a Japanese movie, and
Mhm.
the it didn't go through production hell. It just Eastwood just took forever. He wanted to work on
Took
other
his time.
things.
Yeah.
And then finally he was like, all right, let me get back to this script. What is this thing about? Made some changes, and boom, best picture. And this one I didn't realize was a remake. I went back and got some notes of the original, and well, I'm going to say this one's better. Brewster's Millions with
That's a remake?
Richard. Yes, there's a
I didn't know that was a
1940.
remake.
There's a 1945 movie called Brewster's Millions. It's a guy he's like a World War II soldier who, down on his luck, inherited $8 million and has to spend $1 million in under 2 months. And for Richard Pryor, he was going to get $300 million, had to spend $30 million in a month. It was just like, that seems more pressuring, even in 1945, adjusted for inflation. Still, that's a lot more money, a lot more comedy.
I love the Brewster's remake, or Brewster's remake. Brewster's Millions is one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
That's a great movie,
I never
yeah.
was remake too.
You can't go wrong with Richard Pryor, though, man. You really can't.
No, you can't.
I
Except
think
maybe
The Toy was also a pseudo
Except maybe
remake of some old French movie or something.
All right. Well, I guess
Damien.
I'll mop up the last few that I have here on my list. Let's see. Ben-Hur. We already talked about True Lies. The Italian Job. The Talented Mr. Ripley. And this, I don't know how people are going to take this, but Firefly versus Serenity. Because Serenity's kind of like
Not a remake. Not a remake.
That's a continuation of the story.
It's a
But
continuation.
it's not a continuation of the story. It is not a continuation of the
No,
story. Not
it
at
absolutely
all. They take
is.
the
You watched the
entire
last
the
episode.
entire series and they string it out into one movie.
As
But,
somebody who's
No,
watched
I
the
will
entire
fight
series
you on
multiple
that.
times.
Yeah.
I'm with Shane here. It's totally
I've
a
watched
continuation
both
of the story.
multiple times too, so I disagree.
It's a continuation.
You're right. It's contentious.
We'll have Summer Glaus with the tie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, true. Summer Glass in both of them. So
Yeah. Anyway. But
Okay,
Just throwing that in there.
on that note, let's see. I got a video on I think Hackers dropping soon. Speaking of Angelina Jolie,
I thought you dropped that yesterday. I
did
watched
I drop
it.
that already?
Yeah.
Yes,
watched
you
that
did. I didn't
already,
want to
yeah.
gainsay
It's
you,
very
but-
good.
okay.
Good job on that, by the way. That was awesome.
I hadn't seen it, but I don't think. Have I?
Well, then later this week I have a video on Strange Days dropping. So there you go.
There you go. Okay.
And I get a scoot, but I'll see you guys all tonight at 7, okay?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Peace
See you
out.
tonight, Thrash.
Happy trails, trash.
Great time, guys. Thanks again.
Always. And like I said, next week we'll be doing sequels that are better than the original. Anybody else have anything else to plug?
I'll be streaming in about 30 minutes.
Awesome.
I'll be sleeping in about 45.
I
Nice.
think my family wants to take me somewhere, so
No,
I
no.
have things to do. Yeah.
I got nothing. That's all I got. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the button. But
All
thank
right.
you, everybody. Thank you all for joining the chat.
Happy trails.
Thank you and good night.
Hey, good book you got there, Danny.
What?